Hey Goose, who are we going to talk about today?
Today we are going to talk about Brent Mason. This is his High Watermark album, which came out I think in 2017. And yeah,
That sounds pretty cool. So I really, unfortunately, don't know a whole lot about Brent Mason. Um, Being that I know you and I know your regard for musicians in this art form, tell me something about Brent that I would like to know.
Brent is a bit of a local legend, and more than a bit of a local legend. Brent is a local legend. He's been around for a while, and he's a singer-songwriter. He has a few albums out. My favorite album that he has is actually his most recent album called Fireflies. I don't have a physical copy of it. I wish that I did, and I actually I should have bought one when I had the chance, but at the time I didn't have a CD player that worked. So, but yeah, his most recent album Fireflies is actually my favorite, and Brent is sort of a songwriter's songwriter. You know, if you have an appreciation for songwriting, if it's something that you actually think hard about and you know, really try, I think it's hard to not appreciate Brent, because he's kind of the height of that. And I know Brent a little bit now from a writing group that we're both in, so I get to see part of his process, and it gives you a real appreciation for how much attention he pays to detail and how much thought is actually going into the smallest decisions. And it makes you really listen to the songs in a new light, I think. And yeah, Brent is he's kind of the height. He's sort of the peak of what songwriters try to be. You know, I think in a lot of ways songwriting is kind of trying to connect with your subconscious in an honest way, and I think that maybe Brent just does that better than the rest of us.
So,
And now it's not on anymore.
yeah, sorry
I
about
just wanted to start again.
that. Sorry about that. So we're actually making merch and doing videos and everything all in the same house tonight,
Always something going on.
as usual. Yeah, we do not stop, do we? So when did you actually meet Brent, or where?
I think I met Brent at his open mic. Brent hosts an open mic on Wednesdays at O'Leary's when we're not in the middle of a pandemic, and even a little bit when we are, with stringent rules in place.
A staple in Uptown Saint John.
Yeah, I think it's been around for like 30 years or something like that.
Wow.
It's been something ridiculous. I was there one night. I think I was with the guys from Hammond River Collective. I think it was also the night that I met them. So shout out to Hammond River Collective. If you guys haven't checked them out, you really should. I think most people now have heard about them in Saint John, though. Great band. Anyway, with Brent, yeah, he hosts an open mic, and he'll usually play a set to kick things off. And he's playing with some of the best musicians in town. He's playing with Aaron Gunn on guitar. I think Peter Butler right now is playing bass for him, and Peter Doyle on drums, if I'm not mistaken about that. And an interesting thing about Aaron Gunn, on two separate occasions, I have watched Aaron Gunn play with, and I was with a guitar player, a very good guitar player, two different guitar players. And on each of these occasions, they said something along the lines of, every time I see Aaron Gunn play, I feel like I need to go home and practice. Something along those lines. Not exactly that, obviously. But
It's a pretty good compliment.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was where the first time that I saw Brent play, and I've seen him play several times since then. The easiest way to find Brent's music is to go watch him play on Wednesdays. I would encourage everybody to do that when things are back up and running.
Of course.
For me personally, there's a song on Fireflies called Cold Love that I think is amazing. And it's, yeah, for me, that one's my favorite song for Brent Mason. I'm a sucker for a good slow song, which might be surprising to some people. but yeah, that song I really feel like is a great song. and my favorite of Brent. So if anybody else out there is a sucker for a slow song, Cold Love off of Fireflies.